Your dog is afraid of you. And the worst part? You don't even know it. You think you've been a good owner. You think you've been teaching him right from wrong. But science says something very different. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Every single day, millions of dog owners around the world use the same training methods their parents used: yelling, punishing, dominance. It feels natural. It feels like discipline. But here's what nobody tells you. Inside your dog's brain, something is quietly breaking. Researchers have studied this for decades, and the results are not just surprising, they're disturbing. Because the damage you're causing isn't just behavioral. It's neurological, it's psychological, and in many cases, it's permanent. When you punish a dog, whether you yell, grab, or physically correct him, his brain immediately enters a state of high alert. The amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and survival, fires at full capacity. In that moment, your dog is not thinking about what he did wrong. He is not connecting the punishment to the behavior. He is simply afraid of you. A 2020 study published in PLOS1 followed 92 dogs trained with punishment-based methods. The results were clear. Those dogs showed significantly higher levels of cortisol and the stress hormone, not just during training, but hours after. Their bodies were stuck in a permanent state of low-grade fear. And here's the part that should make every dog owner stop and think. Dogs don't experience guilt. What you interpret as a guilty look, the lowered head, the wide eyes, the tucked tail, that's not remorse. That's fear. Your dog has learned that your presence, combined with a certain tone of voice, means something bad is about to happen. That's all. The most dangerous part of punishment-based training is that the damage is invisible. Your dog still wags his tail. He still comes when called. He still sleeps next to you at night. So you assume everything is fine, but behavioral scientists call this learned helplessness. It's a psychological state first identified in the 1960s by researcher Martin Seligman. When a living being is repeatedly subjected to negative stimuli it cannot control or escape, it stops trying altogether. It shuts down. In dogs, this looks like submission. It looks like obedience. Owners often mistake it for a well-trained dog, but what they're actually seeing is a dog that has given up. A dog that no longer believes its actions have any effect on the world around it. These dogs are more likely to develop anxiety disorders. They are more reactive on the leash. They are more likely to bite, not out of aggression, but out of accumulated, suppressed fear that finally has nowhere left to go. Now here's the good news. Because the brain that breaks under punishment is the same brain that heals under the right conditions. Positive reinforcement, rewarding the behavior you want instead of punishing the behavior you don't, doesn't just work better, it works faster. A landmark study from the University of Porto compared dogs trained with reward-based methods to those trained with punishment. The reward-based group learned commands in fewer repetitions, showed lower stress levels, and performed better under distraction. But more importantly, they trusted their owners. That trust is not a small thing. It's the foundation of everything your relationship with your dog is built on. Rewarding good behavior tells your dog's brain, this action is safe, this action brings good things. Over time, the amygdala calms down, cortisol drops, and the dog you always wanted, confident, calm, connected, starts to emerge. Your dog is not trying to dominate you. He's not being stubborn. He's not trying to make your life harder. He is simply a living creature doing his best to understand a world he didn't choose to live in. The question is not whether your dog can be trained. The question is what kind of relationship you want to build while you do it. If this video made you see your dog differently, even just a little, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe, because every week we go deeper into the psychology of the animals we love most. We'll see you in the next one. We'll see you in the next.